Hi Stampers, it's Rachel here from Rachthestamper.wordpress.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really cool card with the Garden in Bloom stamp set. Now I'm going to tell you I'm a little confused as what this card is called. Some people call it a room divider or a stand card or a room divider stand card, or I don't know, but basically it's like those little screen stands, say if you were changing behind a dressing room in a very fancy boutique or something where they don't have changing rooms. I don't know. But anyway, once you see the card, you'll understand it's super, super pretty and very, very simple to do. And we're going to decorate it. We're going to make our own DSP again with the Garden in Bloom stamp set. And today we're going to be using all of the in colors for this card. So what we're going to do first is I have a piece of Tip Top Taupe, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. So it's just a half of sheet of cardstock, but cut the long way. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 4 score marks. So we're going to score it at 5 1/2, which is in half. We're going to score it at 2 3/4. And then we're going to score it at 8 1/4. Okay, so that's it for that part. And now we're going to fold this like an accordion. So 1 in, 1 out, 1 in. And then we're going to just really make sure you really push on your score lines so your card stands up nice and straight. Okay, so essentially you want your card to stand up. I know that's not so easy to see, but you want it to stand up. Either like a W or like an M if you're looking at it upside down. So then what we're going to do is we're going to additionally decorate it with 4 pieces of, I lost the word of this, cucumber crush. So these are cut at 4 by 2 1/2. So we're going to just adhere these directly. But what I want to show you what we're going to do first, just because you're going to want to do this dependent on how you feel, either ahead of time and then you adhere and continue punching or not. So to make this card prettier as you stand it up, what we're going to do is we're going to punch it with the decorative label punch to give it feet. So you'll understand it. 1 second. So you're going to open your card up. You're going to feed this in. It is a little bit difficult to see because you want to make sure that you have enough base on each side. So let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. So if you kind of line up your stamp so it's centered on your cardstock, hopefully it'll work. We'll see. Not so bad. Now, once you've done it once, all you have to do really is just continue lining up your cardstock and punch through. Same thing again. And punch through. And one last time. And if they're not 100% perfect, I'm sure no one is actually going to measure to make sure that everything you did was correct. But now it has this really pretty bottom to it, as if it does have legs and it's standing up. So don't get rid of your decorative label punch, because you're going to want to do either one of two things. Either you're going to continue punching or you're going to center your card stock up. So if you do want to center it up, you probably want to shave a little bit of it off. Or if you center this down, we'll just do the same thing again and retrim as we do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to adhere all 4 panels of our cucumber crush. Uh-oh, I'm out. Let me grab another one. Okay. In case you've never seen how to change your snail adhesive, it's probably a good learning experience just in case. So all you do is you squeeze the 2 blacks. This will pop off. And then when you open your new one, you pull out this little piece here. Throw this in the trash. You also, I usually check to make sure there's no little stickies, but click it together. And that's it. That's simple. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Oh, must not have cut that one up the same. Same with this one. Okay, so then what you can do is you can just go back through, line up your piece and punch those off so they match. And you can even at this point, if you want to go up a little higher, you certainly could. That way you have a nicer edge. That is completely and totally up to you. It's not going to do anything except make your feet a little more prominent, which is pretty on this card anyway. And, you know, the hair that you may or may not be trimming off that doesn't exactly match up isn't going to make your card wobbly. So you can see, then you want to get make sure your folds are really creased. So everything is still in perfect position. Now you shouldn't need your decorative label punch any longer for this because this piece is smaller and it's going to go up higher. So you should be good for that part. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our 4 Whisper White panels out. And you do want to make sure you have your Stampin Pierce Mat for this because this is a photopolymer stamp set if you're going to use this one. And they don't really have to be exact, but I'm going to line them up so it's almost like one big picture that just overlaps. So I have Mint Macaron, Delightful Dijon, Tip Top Taupe, Cucumber Crush, and Watermelon Wonder. Let me just move this out of the way just for a second. Watermelon, cucumber. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just grab randomly some of these and stamp them. I'm going to use the B. And for the B, I'm going to use the Delightful Dijon. Oops. So just randomly. Wow, never realized how beautiful that bee is in Delightful Dijon. It's perfect. Okay. And next, let's see. Oh, we have a butterfly. We have to do the butterfly. We'll do the butterfly in the Mint Macaron. And this butterfly is actually a 2-step butterfly that you certainly could do both steps. And you can tell this because they have this little divot in the top that shows you where to line it up if you're going to do both steps. And so let me just show you what I mean for that one. So if you decided you want to fill that in, you're just going to put it facing up. So here's our little, oops, here's our little triangle there that points you where you want to put it. So we'll go ahead and do that while we're at it in the, let me do this one while I have it lined up. See, so it kind of fills it in. That is the Watermelon Wonder. Oops, didn't do so great on that one, but that's okay. No one's going to notice but me. And let's see what else here. Let's do a couple of the bigger flowers. So same thing, this is a 2-step. It does have the little diagram here of where you can put it if you'd like. And we'll do this one, a little bit of Tip Top Taupe for the outline. That way if we want to fill it in with something else. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing in card making is perfect. And then we'll fill this in. We'll do this one with the, make sure I have that on there. We'll do this with the Delightful Dijon. Okay, and let's get some leaves in there. So a little Cucumber Crush for our leaves. Let's see. Oh, goodness, wrong color. Moving on to the real Cucumber Crush. With the real Cucumber Crush, please stand up. Just put one over top of this. Maybe we can, yeah, good enough. Slightly mask the color. All right, and I'm going to bring in, I think there was a smaller, some little flowers on here. We'll do these in the Watermelon Wonder. Plus, this also leaves you, if you want, you could do, you know, oh goodness, I did it again. One of 2 things. You could either leave yourself a room for the greeting, or a room to say, hey, happy birthday, or hope you don't realize this card isn't exactly how I wanted it to be. But again, like I said, nobody's going to notice that. Only you're going to notice that, and it's not that big of a deal. It's going to be a beautiful card anyway. Do a little bit more Mint Macaron. And again, the other thing is too, this card does not have to be this busy. So you certainly could make this a much quieter card if that's what you'd like. So the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save the, I'm going to keep out the Watermelon Wonder and the Cucumber Crush because I don't know which one I want to do my sentiment in yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So same thing again. We're going to just put some, of course I did this backwards. Put some snail on. I don't know where you are today, but it's absolutely gorgeous outside today here in Maryland. Beautiful weather. I'm going to just trim this up just a smidge, just because I can see this popping through. People are, as you can clearly hear, a little bit crazy out there. All right, so now what we're going to do is going to decide what we're going to use for our greeting, because I'm actually going to put the greeting on there now. So we have either... Hope you're feeling special today. That's a good one because that's just what you are. We're going to stamp that. And I'm going to just use a piece of scrap. And we're going to stick with the decorative label punch because that way it'll kind of bring it all together. Let me make sure I have this lined up correctly. Hope you're feeling special today because it's the only thing you want to do is to put your words on backwards or upside down. All right, so I'm just trying to get this lined up slightly neatly. We're going to center that. Okay, so I'm going to go with, I'll go with the Watermelon Wonder since the background of the card is in Cucumber Crush and Tip Top Taupe. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, and we'll pop this out. Hopefully it all fits in there. It does, perfect. And then you could also add like a happy birthday stamp somewhere else if you wanted to. And since I went ahead and did this with the Watermelon Wonder, I'm going to go around the edge of it with the Cucumber Crush. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to pop this up onto a dimensional, if I can find them, because everything is a little bit of a mess right now. Okay, so I will definitely put a better picture of this on the blog, so make sure you check out the blog for the final product picture of this standing up. But so that's your stand-up card, if you can see it. It's a really pretty card. You could also pop in, like I said, a little happy birthday there. That way this was your card. You could even on the back put some Whisper White and put your sentiment or whatever it is you want to write on your card on the back. And the other good thing is, just so you know, this will fit into a regular card because it is just a full-size card. So you could either fold it together or you could fold it backwards or you could kind of put it into one. It's just going to be a little bit fatter that way. So if I were you, I would either fold it outwards and that way when they pull it out, they can realize that, or you could fold it inwards because it's going to kind of naturally go to this direction. So it definitely is a completely mailable card. Even with this little pop-up, it still shouldn't make it that much bigger. So thanks for stopping by and watching this video. If you haven't yet, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rachthestamper, at youtube.com. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just forgot that. I'm Rachthestamper on YouTube. Let's put it that way. I put videos on at least 5 times a week. I do try to get stuff on there 5 times a week. I have a blog you can visit, rachthestamper.wordpress.com, and you can leave me comments and let me know what you thought about this card. You can hit my online store, rachthestamper.stampinup.net, and get all of these supplies and more. And also remember, if there's anything you want to get from the retirement list 2016, it is ending very soon. Everything on their stamp sets they'll still make through the beginning of May, but all the accessories are until they are gone. So if there's something that you want to get on there soon and get it. And these are with the new in color, so you still have at least 1 more year for those. So thanks for watching my video. If you have any comments, let me know. Thanks a lot and have a great day.